right we called that trash walking with you trailer park trash.
You really ain't getting the confusion of face from.
Exactly, man.
Right.
You really are a bitch ass nigga, man. And you a goddamn hypocrite, man.
Hey, what'd he say? She is Sicilian too, by the way.
Man, that's a mess up ass Sicilian then. You know?
But we're not gonna go into
But we're not gonna go into this woman though. But as far as you, man, cause the woman ain't got no place.
Hey, I went into the woman because I was cursing everybody that was following him.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that okay, he brought his woman to the
which I didn't see her.
to go out while he doing the work. So whatever judgment come to them, when it comes, it's gonna come upon her too, cause she follow him as well, man.
You the biggest demon in Baltimore, man.
In Israel.
In Israel and Baltimore, because
Baltimore true.
Yeah, I mean because these niggas out here, man, they don't know. But you, man, you the biggest hypocrite and demon in Baltimore, man. But more importantly in Israel.
Well, you know what? You said it from the first day.
I ain't never liked that nigga.
Yeah, the first day that bro said, man, he remind me of them niggas in my school, man. I'll read that out.
Okay. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Keep going.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
What scripture is that?
Jeremiah 17:4. Is that the right?
Go to 5.
Okay. Verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
Yeah, and as I did the video, you got the natural man, and then you got the spiritual man. So if I follow, as he said, you follow to her, yes I do. If I follow an apostle, I'm following the Most High.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because he sent, we believe that the Most High sent them. And then you got scoffers titling their videos, Apostle for Yahweh with the name.
Can I say something?
Where'd you get that from?
If you follow the scriptures, you following men because
Jeremiah,
Isaiah.
Yeah.
So they men.
Right. Say God gave the inspiration to men to be written on paper.
All right, let me ask you a question then, man. That do you follow that Jew that you work for, man?
You sure do.
You sure do,
put
right?
that uniform on and be to work on time.
Anybody really?
Yeah.
You gotta pay bills. You gotta pay rent, man. Who do you gotta go to? You're not gonna go up in your job and say, "Hey, I don't follow you. I ain't gotta do a damn thing you say." What's gonna happen to you?
I don't follow men.
Exactly. What's gonna happen to you?
You're gonna be out of a job.
You're gonna be out of a job, and then you're gonna be out of a home, man. And then your little ass gonna be out here homeless. You a little black ass roach, man.
Cursed
the hell with you, man.
Cursed to be the man that trusteth in man. But keep going.
Okay. And make of flesh his arm.
Yeah, so what does it mean to make flesh his arm, man? You following the carnal man. Of course that's a curse to follow the... When you read that... But Jake don't even read the whole chapter. He don't even know what it's talking about, man. You know? When the prophets went out, they always told you don't follow men. But follow the Most High, man. But how you going to follow the Most High in this son, man?
14 and 11.
You got to follow it through men who speaking the right words. That's talking about us following Donald Trump, man. Or Jesse Jackson.
That was it.
That's what that's talking about. It's cursed if you follow them. Or the Comforter.
Yeah, Comforter.
You know? Or IUIC.
14 and 14.
That's what that's talking
Ain't
about.
nobody say Apostle Tahar is the God sent comforter.
Nobody say that. He don't even say that.
Right.
He don't even say. He'll tell you. Hey man, I can't save you.
Right.
You know? Then Jake, what happened is Jake coming to truth and they overly worship apostles, man. And then when the Lord don't return, they get upset at him. Go ahead, Shannon.
Todos son israelitas.
Okay.
Jesus El Blanco. No, Jesus El Blanco. No Blanco. Jesus No Blanco. El Negro.
You know, that's like the fifth picture that I see somebody take.
Hey, let him take it. Let him take it. Let him take it.
I don't mind. Well, we won't be ashamed about it?
Nah, hell no.
Go ahead, brother.
Jump to verse 14.
Chapter 14. Wisdom of Solomon.
14 and 14.
Wisdom of Solomon. 14 and 14.
Set fire.
For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Which that end is coming now, verse 15.
Right.
For a father afflicted with untimely, Salaki. Let me bring it back.
Come.
For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he have made an image of his child soon taken away.
And that's going into that image of Cesare Borgia, man. That's another device that they got over our people. That Cesare sign out. Borgia sign. You know, that's what this is going into, man. You can keep going.
Now honor him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Man, that's what they doing with that damn Santa Claus.
Yep.
Yeah. Ain't no damn. Well, first of all, that Santa, which is spelled Satan, that was supposed to be what's his name?
What's that? Nicholas, Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas, man, who's a bishop.
Yeah.
And 300 of the Dark Ages, so to speak, who helped sick children. Read that part again, Axelaki.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay. What was that?
14 and 16, 15.
Okay. For by vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Verse 15.
For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he had made an image of his child soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Yeah, that's what they did with that devil, Serapis Christi.
Yeah.
You know? You people worshiping a dead man. You know? Which basically means lifeless. You're worshiping a lifeless, when in the time of Babylon, that's what Jeremiah was saying. Our people, we worship lifeless images.
Like the Bell and the Dragon.
Yep.
Going in the Bell and the Dragon.
Yep. You're worshiping stuff that don't profit you nothing, man.
Yep.
They're all worthless images. Like our men worship these worthless ass women.
Yep. And they
The
did.
black woman is a worthless image.
Yep.
They look good because they're painted up, but they're not good.
Yep.
They don't even
They
look
tell
good.
you, well, some of them may look okay, but they might say, I only been with 3 men in my lifetime. Shit, you better add on the 5 zeros to that, man.
It's like when Yahweh Shai asked,
Our women have slept with every damn body, man.
goddamn right. It's like when Yahweh Shai asked him, how many women have you had? She said, I've had but one. And he was like, no, you had but I forget the number. You've had but 5 husbands.
Yep.
You know, so all these women out here, you think they your girl. She been with multiple men already, man.
Multiple.
I got side niggas.
Yeah.
They'll say that.
They got work husbands.
And their mothers will teach them. Girl, they'll sit them down in a little cafe and give them that woman-to-woman talk.
Yeah. Play the field.
They'll give them a little cup of coffee and shit,
Girl.
or a little glass of tea.
Girl, you better play the
You know,
field.
now they sharing Hennessy with their daughter.
Yeah, they say, and a blunt.
Girl, don't you just settle for him.
Yep.
He seem like he a good man now, but they all dogs. And he could be the one that's for you.
Yeah.
And she'll drive you away from that man.
Yeah.
And have you pick the nigga that's gonna lead you to your death, man. Like the shooting that just happened with the girl and the dude in the car, man.
Yeah.
They want to get with these hustlers or these so-called real niggas, and next thing you know, when judgment being brought to this wicked nigga, you getting that judgment too, because it said a wicked woman is given to a portion of a wicked man.
Good. Let it keep happening. Just like let these women keep being with these Edomites.
Yeah.
Good.
No, because women really, they don't know.
Nope.
You leave it to a woman, she gonna pick the nigga that look good with the eyeliner and the sharp eyebrows, man.
Right.
And all along, he taking it up the rear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she accepts him taking it up the rear.
Yep. And that's why a lot of these diseases get passed on, because a lot of these women don't even mind if a nigga switch hit.
Yep. So then he take his dookie rod and put it up in you.
Well,
Playing
majority
switch.
of women now like faggots, and you know they like the
Some of their best
soft
friends fags,
Yeah.
man.
So really, when you mess with some of these freaks, you're really almost like a homosexual
Yeah.
in a sense.
And a lot of these women be sleeping with those their gay best friends too.
They sure did. I used to work with one. You know, she was so infatuated with this gay man. She used to have him over his house, you know, and she been there in front of him butt naked, and had a straight man there and wouldn't even give him the box. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Damn, who did that shit?
This guy we used to work with.
Oh damn.
She used to like this homosexual. I mean, she liked him, but he liked women, and I think she gave him some before. But she used to be butt naked in front of him, but somebody else we worked with was in there putting in ceiling fans, not even getting the box.
She holier than thou.
Mowing the lawn and shit.
But I bet you look at them doctors when they set up them. They got doctors for women too, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, they got, and I heard this. They got lists of these women walking around with diseases, man, that you have no idea.
Hell yeah.
These women are cum boxes, man.
A woman I used to deal with used to work at the AIDS clinic down here on Lombard, Pratt Street, and she said you'd be surprised how many of them young girls and stuff be coming in and out of there.
Yeah, because the vagina, what they call it, the cavity.
Yeah.
It holds so much bacteria up in there.
Yeah, it's water.
Water is stagnant water.
Yeah, it retains memory. It's a power.
The heat and all that stuff, and you know that, and bacteria love heat.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? A lot of these women, they don't sit and soak in the bath. They hop in the shower. They hop in the shower.
Yeah.
So where's women having stink coochie in Isaiah
in the scriptures?
Look, man, because Jake fell in love with the pussy. Look, when you get medicine, right, they say the quickest way to get something in your system is put it under your tongue.
Yep.
Now, do you know how many rods these women are blowing to get these men's sperm cells? And those sperm cells attached to the woman, the insides of a woman.
Yep.
And that's why, and the sperm cells hold spirits.
Yep.
And that's why these women take on the spirits.
Oh, yeah.
Brothers did a video on it.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you sperm cells as life.
Yep.
And that life, when a man shoots that life inside you as a woman, that life don't die.
Yep, sure don't. They got what's called kamikaze sperm, which goes on in a woman's, uterus.
They say the sperm dies. Whatever runs back out dies.
Yeah. When they had that period, they released some of it. But some of those spirits, those sperm cells, you release thousands of sperm inside of a woman.
Yeah,
Millions. Yeah, my bad, millions.
And that's why it takes about 7 years when you with a woman. It takes almost 7 years to completely get her right. Yeah. That's when her body fully replenishes.
Right.
From all the men she done slept with.
Right.
You know?
So if they
that's
say
why they got that human papillomavirus.
If they say 5 men, make that 9 men.
Said not, make it 20.
So the Lord has the ability, and this is for the women the women might have been a whore before she came into the truth.
Right.
There's going to be sisters, righteous sisters that's going to come in, that's going to get a man in the Lord. You got to purify your spirit and your body.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
you got to, your man will pray. Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm good.
I saw something going by.
Yeah. You good, huh?
You saw that sim nigga when you was talking. He go,
man, whatever, man. These medium jean wearing niggas, man.
Well, because niggas are stupid. They don't know nothing.
The male feminists, man. I'm telling you, those male feminists are far more worse than the actual feminists.
Yeah, it's men feminists out here.
Yeah, the Women's March or that thing that came by here earlier. Yeah. I mean, a few months back, it was men up in there.
If you say
they the worst of the worst.
If a man say they equal to their woman, you're a feminist.
You know what? That's why I'm happy. I need to get some wine. When you see these divorces and the motherfucker walk in and catch the woman cheating and all that, because the woman don't respect you. You a feminist? A woman has to have some form of fear behind you. If a woman don't fear you, she's not going to respect you.
That's right.
You know? She going to say, you catch a woman looking at them, you supposed to, bitch, who the fuck you looking at? That's why them niggas that be beating up their woman, we ain't condoning that. They don't cheat on them.
Right. They
give them the utmost respect.
They more in love with that.
Yeah.
And this the Tom Lucas, that's his name. He bring that out.
Yeah.
He bring that out plenty of time.
Yeah.
You know.
They love the men that's aggressive.
Yeah.
But the white man is trying to switch that and turn us into feminists. By doing that, you turn our women to whores.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our women are the biggest whores. Why? Because they don't fear shit.
They don't respect.
Yep. Because the men of their own nation.
I was always a kind of a tough guy, man.
Yeah.
And I had women do that shit on me.
Yeah, they're not.
Because they knew I couldn't take their ass and backhand them and turn them upside down and shit, man.
They'll shit test you. They'll try to throw a little test try to test you, to see where you know where your head at.
I mentioned a few minutes ago, like before I even came into the truth, and you know I was in schools and them little